Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.
We got ideas,
Building
a
ideas,
whole new direction.
building ideas,
It's time for change.
building ideas,
Dreaming is over.
building ideas,
Building ideas, gonna build it from the heart. Gonna show you how to make a start. We got ideas,
building
ideas.
ideas.
You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
Hi everyone, welcome to Mount Barker. When I told Terry a few weeks ago we were up here, you just couldn't wait to get here, could you?
Absolutely, and I'm glad we've taken the drive up here, the short drive from Adelaide to this brand new housing estate called Aston Hills, and this beauty is our feature home today.
Yes, it's called the Lenswood and it's been designed and built by Master Builders Rivergum Homes. It's spacious, it's contemporary, it's clean-lined, and basically it's the perfect family home. The Lenswood is one of the most recent homes to be added to the Rivergum Homes portfolio, and there's no doubt it has great appeal both inside and out. Beautiful dark timber complements the external render of this home and then elegantly flows through to the front entranceway by lining the 3.6 metre high ceilings and providing a very grand entrance.
Yes, it has got a lot of wow, Nicole, but that's to be expected when you're building with Rivergum Homes.
Well, I guess that's just one of the reasons they're multi-award winning master builders.
Yeah, absolutely, and when you consider they've been doing it for 23 years, it's no surprise that they are constantly innovating and leaders in the industry.
Oh, especially when it comes to design, they've really got it covered. Whether you're building your first home or whether you need a bigger home for a growing family, it might be an investment property, and they do great holiday homes too. Rivergum, they've got it covered.
Yeah, they certainly do. And later on, we're going to catch up with John Eckert, the National Design Manager for Rivergum Homes. We're going to pick his brain, see what inspires him, what his motivation is, because when you look at their portfolio of homes, it is virtually endless.
It is. But before we get on to all of that, this is what's on today's show. I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening down at Tonsley Park. It's gone leaps and bounds from being a hub for car manufacturing. Terry's going to catch up with our great mate Kim Cirrus to chat about all things gardening and landscaping, and we'll get up to date on the Oban project and pay another visit to Corns Toyota.
Yes, I see you nodding your head thinking another great show, made all the better by this magnificent display home, the Lenswood. And right throughout today's show, we are going to showcase all of its standout highlights and features. It's just one of the homes available in Rivergum's portfolio, which feature a huge variety of home designs to suit any stage of life. In fact, they have over 120 fresh, customisable designs to choose from. That is absolutely fantastic, and when you consider the vast range of options, it means there is literally something for everybody. But before we get too carried away, we've got a show to get on with. Nicole is about to catch up with Ian Marcos for another industry update.
Thanks, Terry, and welcome, Ian. It's lovely up at Mount Barker, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's good to see the diversity of housing and
So much is happening up here building-wise, and it's got to be good for the economy as well.
oh, it's great. It's also good for the local economy through this whole region, Nicole, so it's really good to see.
Well, we've had a lot of fun looking at different homes over the years, and I've got to say the building quality, it just seems to get better and better. Do you think so?
Yeah, certainly, and the designs are very, you know, the variety of designs for people. People know what they want these days. They work closely with the master builder and they get a product that they're very proud of, their family's happy with. And, you know, the products have changed so much as well, so it does make it so much easier and occasionally, you know, a lot quicker to build a home that you really want to get into as soon as you can and enjoy.
Well, we've got the Master Builders Building Excellence Awards coming up soon. What do you think that's going to mean for consumers?
For consumers, they can see the best of building, and the builders that win these awards are some of the best in the business. So to win the Master Builders Award means you've really reached the highest level, and it's one of the best accolades that you as a builder could ever achieve.
Well, if you employ somebody that has just won a Master Builders Award, you know that they're going to be top of their field and it's somebody you've seriously got to think about using. Now, if you would like more information about those winners, you can look at mbasa.com.au.
Building ideas, we got some building ideas. You want got some building ideas. We got some building ideas.
Today we've been chatting a little bit about some of South Australia's newest suburbs, so I thought it would be very apt to talk about a district that's been redeveloped. Now you might guess where I am. It's the old manufacturing plant that they manufactured cars down at Tonsley, and you wouldn't believe what they're doing down here. This is now one of the leading innovation districts, and it's dedicated to promoting South Australia's high-end manufacturing for the future. It's a world-class destination where entrepreneurs, researchers and businesses co-locate to drive productivity, innovation and global competitiveness. Tonsley's 4 industry-focused sectors reflect South Australia's major economic strengths and opportunities in the field of high-value manufacturing, namely health, medical devices and assistive technologies, clean tech and renewable energy, software and simulation and mining and energy services. Joining us today is Philip Dortel, the Precinct Director at Tonsley.
We are in the main assembly building, and what you can see when you look around you is that we have a lot of new tenancies being built. We're also gonna have autonomous car trialing here on site, which is really exciting because this will allow to pick up passengers from the train station to bring them up here into the main assembly building. We will also be one of the first precincts who are connected to Gig City, which provides affordable up to 10 gigabit per second of internet speed. This is essential if you want to be an innovation district. The unique thing about Tonsley is that we are transforming an old car manufacturing site into a precinct where industry, research and education all come together to connect and collaborate to drive the innovation and creating jobs of the future.
Being part of the Tonsley Innovation District is like joining a community of like-minded, innovative, forward-thinking businesses. And Tonsley has confirmed its status as one of the most connected and advanced places to do business.
There are more people coming to work to Tonsley now than at the time of Mitsubishi's closure. We want to continue that and be one of SA's economic growth engines to continue on that and moving into the high-value manufacturing space.
This urban renewal project is one of only 2 in all of Australia to achieve a 6-star Green Star community certification from the Green Building Council of Australia, making Tonsley a world leader in sustainable redevelopment.
We will also soon launch a residential development on site, including 850 dwellings, housing around 1,200 people on site. That will create more vibrancy and is exciting for Tonsley into the future. Tonsley is a great place to visit, so please come down, have a play at our squash court, table tennis and basketball. Enjoy yourselves, it's a great place to be.
It's a terrific project, and I think the aim is for Tonsley to be globally recognised and on par with places like America and Europe. And looking around, I'd have to say they are way on par with that.
When you think development, you also have to think of the framing that goes with it. Now, when I say framing, I'm talking about landscaping. And when I say landscaping, you're probably thinking big ticket item. Well, it doesn't have to be. There is a lot you can do with a small amount of money that's going to add a lot of value to your home. Start at the front and think simple things. Remember, first impressions count. So being the garden expert that I am, having written a multitude of books on everything gardening and knowing everything about dirt.
Oh, wow, Terry. Gee, I must get a couple of copies of those.
Ah, Kim.
Yeah. Oh,
Good to have
interesting
you.
titles, are they?
Very good titles. But hey, while we've got you, we'll defer to you. Talking about things you can do in your garden for maximum impact, low budget. Over to you, Kim.
Okay. Well, yeah, you think about your next book. First thing, lawn. I love lawn. And the reason I love lawn is it's easy to put down. So running lawns, definitely in Adelaide, we need running lawns like Kokuya, Buffalo and Cooch. And probably a couple of things to do is make sure you give it a good feed before winter. No point feeding during winter. And when you do mow, and you still have to mow a little bit in winter time, make sure that the mower height is raised. Don't scalp it, because if you scalp lawn in winter time, all it's going to do is give those weeds a really good opportunity to get growing. When you're deciding on your type of garden, always think about time. So design a garden around the time that you've got, because there's no point looking out the window and going, oh boy, that garden, it's just taking every bit of my time. I really wish I hadn't designed it that way. So think about it before you go. And then really putting in plants that are either low water users or give you the colour. And if you like uniformity, plant the same variety. So we've got some nice Japanese box as a hedge.
Yep.
easy. The good thing about most hedges is that you can generally trim them down to whatever height you like. And I love that splash of colour, whether it's perennial colour or it's something like roses.
So, speaking of cost efficiency, if you get a bush like this, the Japanese box, it can also double as a screening fence as well, so you don't have to pay for your fence.
It's your next book.
It's just another chapter in my book. Thanks for being our resident expert today, Kim.
Oh, well, I feel honoured to be with you.
Yeah.
We got some building ideas. Building ideas. We got some building ideas.
When you drive around our state, it's hard not to notice all the construction and development that's going on, and that's a good thing. It means the economy is in pretty good shape and that there's things happening. One of the most noteworthy projects that's been happening for some time that's set to change the way our traffic flows for the better is our Oban City Access Project. It's a $160 million project that will result in the existing Oban being extended from the end of the busway at Gilberton into the cross-city priority bus lanes on Grenfell Street. The project includes the creation of centrally aligned priority bus lanes along Hackney Road and a dedicated 670-metre bus tunnel from adjacent the National Wine Centre to near Grenfell Street, providing quicker, more reliable access for Oban buses into the city. It's set for completion at the end of the year and is providing around 450 full-time equivalent jobs. John Whelan is the General Manager of Infrastructure Delivery and is here to tell us why the project is being built.
By doing this, we're going to provide reliability for our Oban patrons. The Oban project is significant because our Oban actually is our most highest patronised piece of public transport in South Australia, with around 31,000 patrons using that service every day. By giving them reliability by having the Oban tunnel and also the centralised bus lanes, they'll have a reliable journey into the city. This is a significant undertaking. Just to give you some example, over 60 kilometres of telecommunication and data cable is gone into the tunnel. We've shifted over 70,000 cubic metres of soil, and we're also placed around about 13,500 cubic metres of concrete.
This really is a terrific project and will result in Rundle Road and East Terrace being reconfigured to deliver pedestrian cycling and vehicle improvements. A shared pedestrian cycling path will be provided on the western side of Hackney Road between Bundy's Road and Botanic Road, and will include a new shared use pedestrian cycling bridge over the River Torrens. This is a fantastic initiative and one that will certainly improve traffic flow on the inner ring route. Listen to this for statistics. On any given weekday, 79,000 vehicles and 1,000 buses use the Hackney Road and North Terrace intersection. That is a lot. And to date, 491,000 working hours have been invested in this construction. That is a lot of time and effort to improve our travel. Hey, has anyone got my spare multi-trip ticket?
What an impressive project the Oban is, and there's no doubt it's really going to help all those people that love to commute to and from the city. It's been brilliantly designed, very much like our feature home today, the Lenswood. There are 4 bedrooms in total, including a massive and very impressive master suite, which naturally has an equally impressive ensuite and walk-in robe. In fact, 2 of the secondary bedrooms also have their own walk-in robes, which adds to the overall appeal of this home. And we haven't even touched on the sensational living areas yet. So to tell us more, I'm joined by John Eckert, who is the National Design Manager for Rivergum Homes. And John, I know you're an expert in your field, but how do you keep coming up with such unique ideas all the time?
Well, most designers use a sort of a level of interpretation and observation to come up with their inspirations. And it's something that I personally like to do, is observe other designers in other fields, whether it's fashion, automotive, industrial design, furniture design. There are always some elements and some cues that you can pick up and reinterpret and reuse in your own work.
Oh, I love to hear the passion in your voice when you talk about your design. What do you think it is about Rivergum Homes that makes their product so unique?
Well, here at Hillside range, we have a typical example of the Rivergum skill sets, which are basically a design and construct company that can produce bespoke solutions for, in this particular instance, where particularly sloping land is an issue to have to deal with.
Well, we see a lot of homes on building ideas that are well designed. This one has really blown my mind. Why do you think it's so well suited to Mount Barker?
Mount Barker, obviously, as a hills nature, has a climate that is a bit cool, as we've seen today. So lots of natural light, lots of opportunities for solar heat gain through the winter, but also being able to have it oriented correctly so in summer it's not a penalty to you either.
And what would be your favourite aspect in designing this home?
Favourite aspects are interesting. With most houses, if you ask yourself, even with your own house, what are the favourite aspects? They are generally the drive-by aesthetic appeal, or the main entry wow, or the zoning between children and adults, or even the day spa effect of the ensuite. So the lens would have all of those things. So all of those things are what I feel are the advantages of this house.
I think you've done a terrific job. Well done. It's got clean lines, a beautiful large family home, and I can't wait to show you more of it throughout today's program. But we're going to have a quick break now, and then it's over to Terry, who's going to be checking out another great car from Corns Toyota.
We got some building ideas. Building ideas. We got some building ideas.
Okay, so we love showcasing new homes, home renovations, the latest products and the latest technologies on building ideas. But have you ever stopped for a second to think about the tools required to get the job done? If you're anything like me, probably not, and that's okay. But if you do spend a little bit extra time thinking about it, it goes further than that. It's not just the tools and the machinery needed to get the job done, but it's also the vehicles required to mobilise the workforce. Whether you're a one-man or woman band, or whether you're a commercial builder, maybe with a fleet of vehicles, you've got to have the right vehicle to get the job done right. And that's why I'm here today at Corns Toyota in Hawthorn to check out a van that has been famous with builders and tradies since day one. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the Toyota Hiace. The Toyota Hiace is the trademark of a professional. It has a massive cargo space of up to 9.8 cubic metres. Now that's impressive. It's available in either petrol or as a turbo diesel with automatic transmission, and it comes with Toyota's capped price servicing, which for the turbo diesel model is capped at $240 for each of the first 6 services, and $180 for the petrol model for each of the first 6 services. Some of the standard features that come with the Hiace are, and hold on to your hats, reversing camera, which is handy for the building site so you're not doing these ones to see what's behind you. Also comes with Bluetooth, which is good. Also comes with cruise control, which is handy when you're going from site to site to site. And to help get you from site to site to site, there's also sat-nav, which is great. The thing I love the most though is that the interior shell at the back of the Hiace comes as a blank canvas, fitted out the way you want to make sure you can get the job done properly. For me, it might just be a mattress, I think, and a nice coffee. Oh, yeah. You can fit a mattress here easy, I think. The Hiace comes in 2 vehicle sizes, the long wheelbase and the super long wheelbase. And with its semi-bonnet, you'll end up with around 3 metres in the back for you to use. It's no surprise that the long wheelbase is used by the RAA and Telstra, simply because of its incredible interior space. It's more than enough to fit all the tools of the trade for builders, plumbers and electricians. Another bonus is that Corns Toyota can deliver your new Hiace ready to roll, straight onto site so it's work ready. In fact, they can even help you with the right internal fit out by installing internal shelving, roof racks, barriers, internal protection and even vehicle signage. The team at Corns Toyota will do virtually anything to get happy customers. They'll sort out your financing to get you on the road and to keep you on the road. So if you want to know more, which I know you do, there's only one thing left to do, and that is to visit the team at 46 Belair Road, Hawthorn, or you can jump online, cornstoyota.com.au. we're going to find you a happy little home, aren't we? Yes.
Good customer service really does set one company apart from the next, and you'd know all about that, Terry, wouldn't you?
You bet I do, Nicole. And I tell you what, the team at Corns Toyota have well and truly got that sussed.
Well, very much like the guys at Rivergum Homes, and I think that really sets them apart. You can see it by the homes they build, just like today's feature home, the Lenswood. It makes up part of their signature range, so it's not only well designed and built, but also offers what's considered to be exceptional value. It's a home that's been designed with open plan living in mind, so includes numerous entertaining areas, as well as 2 lovely alfresco spaces in which to relax and enjoy. Rivergum Homes pride themselves on their commitment to excellence through innovation and value for money. I love the Lenswood. It's just got a terrific flow, and I think it's the floor plan and the way they've used the sloping block. It really works.
Yeah, and what I really love as well is the way the secondary bedrooms and some wet areas are discreetly tucked to the side and the back of the house. It's really neat and tidy.
It is very nice. And it's created that little bit more privacy for the master bedroom as well, which is very luxurious. And I think I mentioned before, you've got that secondary lounge room that you have to walk through to get to the bedroom. So it's just that little bit more private.
Yeah, and luxurious, something that you're more accustomed to from a 5-star hotel, not a home.
I know, I just love it.
Oh, I love everything about this place. What's there not to like? And it's complemented by some fantastic build quality too.
So what would you say is your favourite part?
You've sold me on this parents' retreat lounge room. I love it.
That was easy. Well, I'd have to say mine would be the alfresco area, because you can open the doors and then you've got that natural flow from inside to out. It's fantastic.
Yeah. The Lenswood is definitely designed to spend time with family and friends. If you want to know more about this property, the best thing to do is visit the display centre, or alternatively, you can jump online and see all of the homes at rivergumhomes.com.au. Now, before we settle in here for the afternoon, I think we need to take a look at next week's show. Nicole's going to host the show from one of Alan Shepherd Construction's flagship properties. I'll check out more of the Boral masonry range. We'll showcase some great looks you can achieve thanks to Adelaide Pressed Metal, and we feature another home built by Homes for Every Lifestyle.
Is it just me, Terry, or is the show getting busier every week?
Well, there's just so many good news stories to tell, Nicole. Cannot wait for next week. Look forward to seeing you then.
Great, isn't it? Well, what are we going to do then?
I'm going to watch some telly. I'm going to watch some telly. Cheers.
See what I've got to work with.
Hot chocolate, please, Nicole.
No, I'm not getting you hot chocolate.
Okay. It's a nice try, though.
Building ideas, gonna build it from the heart. Gonna show you how to make a start. We got ideas,
Building
a
ideas.
whole new direction.
Building ideas.
We got some building ideas.
Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.